So I haven't even checked if this thing is framed properly. Like, I'm not ready. Like, I don't even know if you guys understand. Like, I'm genuinely not ready. The art of starting before you are ready. And as you can see, this video was not like properly pre-planned or scripted or anything. In fact, this video is very much an example of what I am about to preach, because I am not ready. And I don't think this video is going to be that good, honestly. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of views for this video. I really wanted to start today, not tomorrow, but today, because I had the inspiration to start making videos again, because my YouTube journey has been on and off. So I'll start, I'll stop, I'll start, I'll stop. And I really wanted to make it a consistent thing. And I was like researching and watching YouTube videos on all the ways that I could make like a very good YouTube video. And then I had to stop myself in my tracks and said, Esther, no. Just start with what you have. Like, look, you already have, like, my space is not aesthetic, at least not to me, right? Like, I don't even have, like, this is just window lights. My phone camera is not so great. My phone is an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I don't know, is the quality good to you? Like, please let me know if it's actually good, because it does not feel good to me. And I literally told my neighbor recently that, oh, I was going to get a new phone, because even though I don't have the money for it, because I mean, and there are just so many things. Like, I really wanted to do like a whole wall art on my wall. I wanted to like call carpenter to like do frames for my background, and then I'll use, because I paint, right? And then I'll do my own paintings inside, like as the art. And then I was going to do like a whole nice decoration. I was meant to do like a throw pillow here that is like pinkish orange to like pop, because this is like dark green and like it's giving, but like I don't have a lot of stuff, you know, like I don't even have a mic. Like I'm not even mic'd up. I don't even have a mic. I just set up like the barest minimum, because this is all I have, and I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad actually. And the reason why I made this video, start before you're ready, because I know fully well that I am not ready, but I also know that it would be so stupid to keep planning and preparing for like when I am ready. Because actually, if I said I wanted to like finish everything before I start, that means I'll buy a new phone, I'll buy lights, I'll buy mic, I'll buy interior decor stuff, do a lot of stuff. That's a lot of time, and it's so unfair. I was to give like a talk in church, and then I gave the talk. It was a really good talk. The topic was moral courage, and I'm going to make a post specifically about that talk. Right? I gave out that talk, right? And a lot of people in my church really liked it. And I'm in a new church in a new city, and these people have not met me before, so they've not heard me speak before. So they were like, oh my god, Esther, you're really good, like you should start a podcast or something. Like, everybody kept telling me how, like, I mean, I got a lot of compliments on the talk I gave, right? And in my head, I'm like, yeah, because that's how I am. All my life, people have told me that I'm good at speaking, I'm good at storytelling, I'm good at like all these type of things. When I was, I mean, to be very fair, I've been practicing my whole life. When I was in primary one, right? I primary 2. I did the 9 lessons and carol, and I gave the first lesson, and everybody was so impressed that somebody in primary 1/2 could read that fluently. When I was in primary 3, 4, I remember I joined debate club in my school, and then I joined journalism on something. I've forgotten what it was called, but like we were newscasters. And then I remember I did a lot of public speaking in primary school. I did a lot of public speaking in secondary school. I still did debates, and I was also a lector, and I was also a prefect. So I had to like do a lot of public speaking, but not as much as primary school. And then university, like I create content, like I'm good at this, right? I should be using my talents, right? And when everybody just kept on telling me that, oh, you're so good at this, you start a podcast, it made me feel chest pain, because I should start a podcast. Like, I should be creating, I should be speaking, because that is my talent. Just know that these videos are going to be very, very low efforts, like very low effort. Every day I go for morning mass, and then I come back by like 8. And because I go for morning mass, I wake up by 5:25. I jump up from my bed by 5:25. I boil water, I have my bath, I get dressed, I go for mass. I usually pray my rosary after mass. In fact, I'm currently doing a 54-day rosary novena. I've already done my today because I've gone for mass, right? And then I come back, I stroll back home, and then I'm usually in my most productive version at that point because I've already done all these productive things like waking up, going for mass, praying, like I'm already in my morning juice. I think I'm a morning person. Most times I just scroll from that 8 till 12 and then I eat. And I've eaten already. I ate Eba. Early morning Eba. The plan is that immediately I walk into this room, I will not wash plate, I will not do anything. I'll just come straight, set up this tripod and make a video for the day, and then I'll be thinking about what I would do for the video as I'm walking, because when I'm walking I'm just talking to myself, and I'm being very dramatic and everybody's seeing me and it's like, is this girl mad? I can as well just use that into productive use. If I'm going to look mad on the road, I must as well just be productive about it, right? So that's what I'll be doing. That's like the plan. So I already have content for today, which is what I want to say, which is what I planned like, I don't know, like 30 minutes ago. And then I have content for tomorrow, which is the moral courage topic, which I said I was going to post. And then I think I just have like a few things I still want to say. And then the rest, I will literally just be led by the spirits. So today is August 17, 2026, and and 4 years ago I lost my older brother today. His name is Victor. I'll put a picture of us. He passed away in the night, and I remember how it happened. Like I remember I was in the room and cause like I used to be such a workaholic. I was in the room and I was working on my laptop. At the time I was learning how to use Adobe Illustrator, yes, and I was very deep into learning how to create graphics and create carousels for Instagram, because that was when I was about to start creating content. So I started creating content 1st of September. Like my first post went out 1st of September 2022, and so on this day I was working very much hard on this content there. And I remember he asked me, not today Sha, but he asked me like if like a week ago, this period before he passed, that what are you always working on? I told him I was learning Illustrator, and he was just like, this Esther, doings, right? Like doings, I like that. And I remember he was asking me what am I going to be posting about. I told him I was going to be posting like, and I was just like, no, I can't tell you guys yet. I never told him. And the point of this story is not to be a downer, because definitely I miss my brother. Today was so sad. I could not do mass attention for him. I cried in church. But the point of this video is that 4 years ago I was on fire, and I've lost that fire. Like 4 years ago I experienced something as horrible as death, and in 2 weeks I was back on my feet and posting content. I'm not even saying that is even a flex, because you're supposed to grieve, right? But like my fire could not have been dim. My lights could not be dim. Like nothing you do could convince me that this was not the one thing I was called to do in this life, was to create content about what I create content about on my Instagram. I was on fire. Like I was genuinely a workaholic. Like if you knew me, right, in school, I was like, this is not even like university. This has been me since secondary school. People used to be like, Esther, most studios. Like laziness was not in my blood. I didn't need discipline. Like it was in me. It was in it. I loved working. I didn't need to push myself. Why are you pushing yourself? Why is it hard? It was not hard for me. It's just like when you're hungry, nothing, you don't need to say you go chop, right? It's the same way. I just wanted to. I was very ambitious. I loved working. I just loved working. I just loved being productive. Like till today, it still gives me a certain high, right? But I don't find myself loving work as much. And that is why I'm able to procrastinate. And that is why I'm able to not start and give all these stupid excuses as to why I'm not starting. But this is what I'm telling myself. And this, I hope it helps you. During my NYSC, right after, like throughout my years, primary school, secondary school, university, I was a workaholic, I was a top student, used to get first, I was a first class, I got a 4.76 CGPA. I was just like, I was that girl, man. I was very smart and I loved reading, I loved working hard, I loved all of it. I used to just be such a workaholic, and when like my final year in university, my 400 level, it was crazy. Like normally I was workaholic, but this was a whole other level of workaholicism. This was a whole other level. I just had this fire, and I felt like I was called to something great. Like I just felt like I could not lapse. I remember there was something that Dr. Larry used to say, or he mentioned, right? And he was like, "There's some of you that you guys don't need to read to pass your exams, right? So you just spend the whole day watching like playing video games or watching movies or doing whatever, and then you know that you don't have to put in lots of effort, and you still get a first class." And I felt like he was talking to me. And he was like, instead of you to use that time to do great things and still get your first class, right? You're just goofing around because you can afford to. And he was like, that thing that you have is a gift, and you're supposed to use it to achieve the greatest things, like to do exploits. And I just felt like it pierced my heart, and I just felt like it was me he was talking to. Right? So I don't know. And I also took like Dr. Larry's mentorship program that he did for us students. It was one of the best decisions I ever took as a student, like mad. And I remember that it like that plus DLD classes, because we used to do like leadership classes in my school, plus, and Dr. Larry was like I don't know what they call it, but he was basically like the head head of the leadership studies thingy. I don't remember what it was, but he was the one that, so if I say Dr. Larry, just know he's actually a professor now, but just know what I'm talking about, Sha. Just know what I'm talking about. And he was also a mentor to me. So he was the one that really, really, really inspired me to like push myself beyond what I thought was possible. And I remember coming back home after I graduated, and I just started creating content, and I blew up, right? That's when I got to like 13K followers, right? That was when I blew up on Instagram. I just started doing a lot of things, and I just felt like I'm just going to have a great life here on. And then honestly, during that holiday, before, after school, and it wasn't even a holiday, after school, before NYSC, I was working on like my social media, trying to like make it into a business, like trying to do like email, like newsletters, trying to do like a journal. I was trying to work on so many different things, and they were like, it was going great. I loved working. So I mean, just to go for NYSC. And the thing about my NYSC journey was that I served in Abuja, but I really, really, really did not want to serve in Abuja. And I know that sounds very funny. Let me tell you that story. So in my mind, or in my mind's eye, or according to what I believe, according to what I wanted for my life, I was meant to teach for my NYSC. Like I wanted to teach. I told you I already knew that I had gifts of teaching and public speaking, and I wanted to use teaching in a school as an opportunity to harness that skill. So I was so sure that I was going to do something related to that, right? And I wanted that. And so during NYSC, I told my dad that he should not try to put me anywhere. Like he should not try to like fix me anywhere. He should just let me be, and like I probably will find myself in a school and I would love it. And I remember people were saying, what if it's like in a village? What if it's this? What if it is that? Bro, I could not, like, you know what it means when someone is unstoppable? Like I was on fire. Like Oh, I'm staying in a bush. Wow, I'm so stopped. I was unstoppable. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, that was not going to hinder me. Like, none of those things. I had already prepared my mind that even if they take me to like one dreadful evil forest to serve, I was going to learn what I came there to learn. Like, I was going to be that person. Like, I already, like, it's not like you don't even understand how real that reality was in my mind. Like, I was already doing it. So all those things that people say, oh, what if there's no network where they post you? What if there's no good road? What if there's no clean water? All those things were not, I could not have been moved by those things. Like, I could not have been. And the devil knew. That was why he now went to use another tactics. Anywho, so yeah, my dad did not listen to me and he went ahead to take me to where he wanted to take me to. And he took me to Abuja. And I did not serve in a school. I served in an NGO. I did office work and I hated office work. I studied accounting, so I didn't want to do accounting. And I ended up doing accounting. And it was just the most dreadful NYC. Even though like a lot of things, like objectively, yeah, it was great. Like I had a good salary. I had my desired salary. Cause like once I found out that I was going to go for NYSC and it was not going to be what I wanted, I was crying. I was telling God that God, I don't like this. Right? I was actually mad at God for a long time. But I remember He told me I should write a list of things that I wanted, and I just wrote them down. And that was what I mean. I got what I wanted for my NYC. Like I promise you, it was a beautiful NYC. But I was depressed. Like it killed that fire in me. It made me feel like I did not have agency. If you know me very well, especially when I was in school, because I was in communal university, I always used to say this thing that Bishop Oyedepo always used to say, which is you are absolutely responsible for the outcome of your life. And that quote gave me a lot of agency. So I always used to think about I'm the one in control. Like I'm the one who, like I have to move for things to move. I have to change for things to change. And that just made me feel powerful because it means that whatever happens in my life, I was the one that could do and undo it. Obviously, there's like the point of God and like obviously everything goes according to God's plan. But like I had a lot of agency. I just felt like I could make things happen. And so I was always saying that quote to everybody. It was probably annoying. And I remember that like when I saw Abuja on my poster, I remember I cried. And my mom was so happy because she's like, Abuja, that's a good step. And I'm like, Mommy, that's not where I was meant to go to. That was not where God was taking me to. And right before I did my NYC, I did like a fast. I can't remember how many days, but like it was a few days. I did like a serious fast for everything to go smoothly. And I don't know if that fast did not work or if it worked, but I just knew that my dad influenced it and he was not meant to. Like till today, I still believe that he was not meant to, and I was meant to go to another state, another city to serve, and I was meant to do something else in my life, or at least my life would have gone a different direction. Even though it would have still led me to this moment, it would have gone a different direction. And that was what I wanted. I really wanted to teach. I really wanted to teach for my NYC. I remember I cried. I broke down. Guy, I broke down. And mommy was like, no, you should thank God. It's a good thing. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know how to explain it, but it was in that moment that I just felt defeated. Like I just felt like I was not in absolute control of the outcome of my life. I felt like I was not in control. I felt like I could not make things happen. I could not do and undo. I did not have agency. And it kind of killed something in me. It definitely killed something in me. That the thing in me that wanted to always take charge and do the hard things, it killed that Esther. And I haven't gotten her back. I haven't gotten her back till now. And I really believe that that's like one of the major problems that I have been fighting. Like that's why sometimes it just feels like, what's the point? You know, like life will still happen. That's how I feel. Like that's how I feel for a lot of things. Like, what's the point even trying when it will just be taken away from you, you know? it really just broke something in me. And I remember, like, I'm talking to a friend of mine like now, and he's currently serving, and he's telling me all the fun things that's happening in camp, and he really loves his, I mean, he's having a blast of a time in camp, and I'm happy for him. And I remember he asked me how was my own camp experience, and I said I didn't make friends in camp. I didn't do really participate in any activity in camp. I marched, I marched. I wanted to do debate. I wanted to argue. I wanted to do like, I was my like I was so excited for NYSC. I was so excited for camp that you would not even believe that me before NYSC and me after I saw Abuja on my portal was the same person. I was literally depressed. Like, I went to camp and I could not make friends. I could not be happy. Like, I could not do any of the things I wanted. I just, like, you don't understand. I just did not have the inner strength to carry me to do all those things. I just didn't have it, right? I just didn't. And so I basically, till now, have just been operating like every normal individual. And I need a lot of discipline, and I need a lot of push to be able to like do even the most basic things. I know I was never like this, and I don't know how to get myself back. But the only thing that I am learning is to basically just do it the way you know how to. Like, do it horribly, just do it, like, just start, you know. And that's basically what I'm trying to do. What really inspired me to start this, like what actually pushed me to be able to actually start this today, was that I was listening to a homily that was like last week or so on a Saturday as well, and it was the feast day of Saint Alphonsus Liguori. I don't know, I hope I pronounced the name correctly. Saint Alphonsus Liguori, right? And then I remember the person that was just talking about him was just saying that, oh, he was a really great priest, he had a lot of achievements, you know. He was a priest and a bishop and a songwriter. And I'm like, songwriter, okay, like, I know he was a doctor of the church, I know he was all these spiritual theologians and things like that, but songwriter, I'm genuinely surprised. I never knew that he was a songwriter. And I'm like, this guy, you're making the rest of us look bad. Like, you're making people like me look bad, because it just shows that he had a lot of talent, right? And he put all his talents to good use, or at least most. I mean, he had, like, if you listen to his biography, this guy did a lot of things. This guy did a lot with his life. He lived a full life. The Bible says that, you know, Jesus came that we may have life and have it abundantly. What does it mean to have life abundantly? It means you're living a very full, abundant life. And of course, one definition means, yes, you have eternity, you have forever life. Like, you don't die, you don't go to hell. You have like life, long life. Like, when you die earthly deaths, you have life. Another definition could mean that when you are on earth, you have abundant life. Like, you have an abundant life, a rich life, a colorful life, a full life. And I'm thinking about my own life, and I don't have life abundantly. I basically just scroll, work, and, you know, eat. I don't even exercise anymore. I'm not a workaholic anymore. I don't even create content anymore. I used to want to run businesses. I don't even run my business anymore. There are so many ideas, resources, talents. I have time. Like, I have a lot. Like, I have talents. I have talents. And I just do nothing except scroll. One of the main reasons I'm creating this video is to tell you and to show you that you can start before you are ready. You can start with all the talents that God has given you, even if you don't have the gadgets and the equipment and all the things that you need. You can start with what you have. You can start even circumstances are not ideal. You can start even if you know that tomorrow something will hinder you, but just do the one for today. Like do what is meant for today, right? Tomorrow will take care of itself, like the Bible says. I also want you guys to keep me accountable. That's also why I'm posting this, because I want you guys to keep me accountable. So posting 3 to 4 times every week. So I won't be able to make videos on Saturdays and Sundays. I don't think so. Because Saturdays we have Legion of Mary meeting, and Sundays is mass, and I probably want to do other things. And then basically the plan is to do it Mondays to Fridays, but I said 3 to 4 and not 5 because there might be some days that maybe rain is falling or I have to go and do something else, like something else can come up. So one day allowance, right? Or 1 or 2. So 3 to 4 times a week on YouTube. And I don't think all my videos will be this long, but all my videos would be about like virtues and just like or anything that I get inspired with, really. I don't know, but tomorrow's content is about moral courage, sha. And then my next thing that I want you to keep me accountable for is my 54-day rosary novena. I haven't done a novena in a long time, and part of this is because, as I said before, that time when I fasted during NYC and I didn't get what I wanted, it really broke me, and I just used to feel like all those things were not really that important again, like they were not really working. But this is my first serious novena. I've done one novena sha before, but this is like last year. But this is my first serious novena in a long time, and it's 54 days. I've never done a 54-day novena before, so if shame will catch me if I post this video and then I don't complete it. So I just want to do it. I don't know how anything else would work, but I just want to do my best. Let me end the video with a quote from JP2. It says, "You were not made for comfort,